Welcome back. I am Mr. Crofton, and this is Melee on Lockdown. Not part of any particular series. I'm doing a couple of one-offs, and so today I'm going to talk about city battles. And let's say, we've got our, here's our buildings, here's our streets. Great. Okay, great. Here's one of our armies, our pirates. Thank you again, Pietro, for these. And of course, we need the opposing army. So here's our dinosaurs there, because if you don't have two armies, you can't have a melee. It's funny how you never hear about battles happening when there's only one group there. Anyway, so let's see, we've got our pirates, and let's say their objective is to take this square here, right in the middle. Why, put a flag there, or maybe, what they want to be able to do is just deliver a message to, say, the king, the tyrant king over here, T-Rex. And so they have to be in this space, concentrated here, to deliver that message. Here's the opposition, the dinosaurs. The usual way in a town battle that you would, hold a street is not by, of course, just standing here, but you would actually fall back and you would form your killing cup here. Great. Right? Right. Cool. And, pirates go in and they get stopped there, and they don't get to, take the square. They don't get to deliver the message. And if you wanted to stop people, if you wanted to stop the pirates from taking that center square, that's what you do. But if, say you can't, if you just can't get there in time, then what? Well, okay, so they're going to get there. But they have to be there a certain amount of time. Or else, if they're only there a minute or two, or if they're only there, if something drowns out their message, well, then they don't win. So let's say they get here. Now they're here. Great, okay. And there is the guard standing between them and the tyrant king there. We'll use a big mucking dinosaur for that one. Come on there, stand up, girl. You know what it is. And now, here's a tactic called the kettle. What you do is you send your forces down the side streets. And as these pirates run into them, well, now they start to fall back towards the middle, because what matters is holding the center here. So they start to fall back. And if any of them were minded to withdraw, well, you need to make sure that they can't withdraw. So you get somebody to come around the back and come in here. And now you have them surrounded and trapped, right? And they start falling back and falling back and falling back. Now remember, their sole purpose here is just to hold this. They have one goal, right? They're following Wistrick's first rule: stay alive. Maybe Wistrick's second rule: keep the guy next to you alive. They're not worried about killing the other guy. And really, they're worried about the goal: hold this ground. So the dinosaurs, on the other hand, they need to make these people go away. So their goal is to get rid of the other guy. Maybe not kill, but eliminate, remove, neutralize, silence. So now they're here. And, as they make these encounters, of course, there's no incentive for these pirates to be throwing shots. They're just going to be falling back, being completely defensive. But hey, these dinosaurs, they have an incentive to throw shots. This dinosaur too. This dinosaur too. And the more shots that are thrown, the more noise is made, the less message gets to the tyrant king. So, here's your time. Let's remember some of the other things we've talked about. All fighters are stupid, right? Why are they stupid? Because they're overstimulated. And you put overstimulated, stupid people into a situation like this, and, well, eventually someone is going to make a mistake, right? Someone's going to do something stupid and get themselves killed, right? You know, everybody in this situation is in a melee situation. Everybody is at risk of doing something stupid, getting themselves killed. Really, it doesn't matter how well you're trained. And you know, if you've been trained to arrest people, if you've been trained to control melees, as well as some people have been trained to arrest people, maybe you're really likely to make a mistake. But yeah, so all fighters are stupid. All the pirates have to do is just stay alive. So really, who do you think is going to instigate that violence? Where do you think this is going to turn from a crowd to a battle? Bonus points. Now you start applying pressure. You give the pirates new objectives. Not just stay there, but maybe disperse. You start yelling disperse. Their new goal is to disperse. But where? How can they disperse? There are dinosaurs in every direction. They can't disperse. But now they have this additional pressure, this additional distraction, this additional order. And hey, you say, it's the dinosaurs who are giving them that order, and they're not dispersing, and say, for whatever reason, the dinosaurs have some ability to punish them. Hey, turns out the dinosaurs are also the marshals. Thank you, Gilbert. So let's say the dinosaurs say, hey, you're not obeying the marshal's command. Now there's even more pressure on these. The dinosaurs can start just yanking them right on out. And, who started that battle? Who started the actual fighting? My name's Owen Towns, and in the SCA, I'm known as Baron Wistercroft in Order of Defense and Order of the Pelican. And for a couple months now, you all have been getting to see my living room carpet and my baby son's toys, and seen me play with them, and talk about one of my favorite things in the world, SCA Melee. Just part of one of my favorite things in life, the SCA Rapier community. And I have the great joy to be a peer in that community. How is the very poorly disguised metaphor of police riot control tactics that I've just presented here related to SCA Melee? One day, you may get good at SCA Melee. You may get good at SCA Rapier. You may be recognized with a peerage. You need to remember that the job of a peer, being a good fighter, does not make you a peer. Being a leader, being respected, all of these things, the skill, the respect that you think comes with a collar, it's actually there before you enter your vigil tent. And if it's not, you should not be in the vigil tent. And if you feel like maybe it's not, maybe leave the vigil tent. But if it's there, it's already there. You already had it. What comes with the collar is responsibility. Responsibility to speak truth to power. Responsibility to be the voice of the powerless, the voice of the voiceless. The responsibility to call out wrongdoing when you see it done. I am the Baron of Atlanta, Georgia. And right now, in downtown Atlanta, on the news, the police are teasing a couple in their car for being out after a curfew at like 9-10 p.m. that was announced at 9 p.m. to go into effect at 9 p.m. Yesterday, the police used a kettle to turn a peaceful protest of the injustices of the system towards persons of color Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. The lady in Louisville, whose name I can't remember, Teresa Beaton. And those are just in the past week. But they used the kettle that I just described to turn a peaceful protest of unarmed pirates into a crowd surrounded, attacked on all sides, and muzzled. And what you've heard in the news is that it was the protesters who rioted. But that violence does not originate with the protesters. It is my sincere belief that to be able to speak for those without power, you must be able to see with clear and open eyes what they are going through. You must be able to put your own needs aside, your own vulnerabilities, your own worries aside. If a new person comes to you with a complaint of wrongdoing by one of your fellow peers, you're going to immediately think, can't be, that's my friend. They can't be wrong. Clearly this person must be mistaken. And you'll have to learn to be a good peer. You'll have to learn to muzzle that instinct. It turns out those skills that make you a good human being in the SCA make you a good human being. I promise there will actually be more rapier combat melee without political overtones. But you had to sit through this one. And if you did sit through this one, this far,